You're listening to Trending SCB here at KHTS, AM 1220, FM 98.1, trying to help you through your morning commute in and out of the valley, or around the valley for that matter, make it life a little easier for you. In studio with us is Dr. Aakash Ahuja, who's running for the Hart School Board.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope so, right? There you go. Now I can hear you. The man there with the power was a little behind that.
Sorry,
That's all right.
There you go.
He's
I pumped up your mic there.
He's preoccupied watching a TV show or something. Anyhow.
This is why we got to get rid of these, right?
Yes. So, Dr. Aakash, I've asked you a million times, but I want people to hear it from you.
Yeah.
Why are you running for the seat?
Well, good morning, first of all. And look, I'm running for the Hart School Board because I am passionate about the education. I believe education is the key for the success for any community, and our community for sure. And I have two kids in the Hart District. My son has started 9th grade. My daughter has started 7th grade. And kids nowadays are dealing with a lot of issues which we didn't have to. Their grades are falling. The math and science grades especially are on the decline. The kids are dealing with a lot of mental health issues. We have talked about depression and anxiety and not ability to sleep. They are distracted. The cell phone usage and the social media usage has made the situation very complicated. And I believe that I have taken good care of, me and my wife have taken very good care of the education of our kids, not being in the board. And I believe that if I'm in the board, I can definitely help out all the kids in our district to deal with these situations in a very logical and objective manner. And that is the main reason that I'm running for the Hart School Board.
Now, what was that moment when you were sitting in a meeting or reading a story where you went, you know what, I would be an asset for the board. I need to be on that board to help out with the mental health issue, to help out with academics. But what was that moment?
Joe, it was a gradual decision. It was a decision that I thought that I would be good in the board, But I have been attending the meetings for more than 2 years now, and when you listen to the teachers, when you listen to the parents, when you listen to their concerns, it appears that my skill set can definitely help them out. So. But I think what prompted me was that when I was presenting the data to the school board, that how the cell phones should be restricted in the junior high schools, and I kept on going back again and again, and I wrote articles for the Signal, and I also wrote articles for the KHTS, and when it finally happened, I think that gave me a lot of courage that if one man can just keep on fighting for the right cause, he or she can make a big difference. And that really led me to the belief that, yes, I should be definitely running for the Hart School Board.
Yeah, I was thinking about you yesterday because I remember you pushing that, and there was a technology titan yesterday talking to somebody at CNN, and he was telling them how his kids were in a private school, and they were struggling to get, C plus, B minuses. And he said, not that my kids are extra special, but we're educators. And he said, and I decided to take the iPad away from them.
And?
He said, I took the iPad away, got them flip phones, and he said within 90 days, their grades had increased, their attention span had increased. I mean, attention spans were down to minutes. I mean, truly 1-2 minutes.
Yep.
He said he saw a whole different change in their character. Now, this is a tech titan that makes his money at this.
Exactly.
So I'm surprised at how long it's taking people to catch on. And with all the mental health discussion that we have at the board, you would be a major resource, a major positive, if you would, on the board, would you not?
Thank you. I totally appreciate your comment, and yes, 100% agree. It is a simple algorithm. The cell phones companies, the social media companies use it in such a manner that a kid whose brain is sharp but not fully developed, they cannot sometimes make the decisions as to when to stop. They get deeply affected by the comments made towards them on the social media. It really impacts them.
Adults can't make the decision as to
Yes.
when to stop.
True.
Okay.
True. So yeah, so kids can
Very
be
addictive.
absolutely worse.
Yes.
Very, very addictive.
They're supposed to be. That's what they're selling, and they are doing their work. And as a parent, and as educator, and as board member, we are supposed to do our work.
And one thing I want to emphasize here is the doctor part of your title there, because right now on the school board, do we have a
Well, we have Dr. Moore, but she's in education. That's for
doc
education, right.
specifically for like mental health
Yeah.
and
No, we don't, and that would be the big positive. We have these mental health centers.
So yeah, because it's one thing to read about them and what other experts say. It's another thing to actually have kind of like an expert, a professional who does this day in and day out on kind of like
Oh, yeah.
on tap right there.
So, when Steve Sturgeon was on the board, both of us had been in technology most of our adult lives. Mm-hmm. So when things would become in front of the board about technology and technology issues, we had that knowledge to be able to push back in a positive and or negative way, depending on what it was. And we saved quite a few, I'll say millions of dollars at this point in potential mistakes that could be made by people who were ignorant to that category. We talk a lot about mental health, and in all fairness, now we do have people that are mental health counselors, but we don't have anybody on the board
Yeah.
that actually sit back and look and go, wait a minute, before we spend all this money, are we going in the right direction?
Yeah, so one of the things that I want to stress when it comes to like voting for stuff is vote not with the idea of like this is a sports team. Like I just want my team to win, or it's like a popular like what is going to be best for the board right
But
there.
he's not on my party.
Well then, but he knows exactly what he.
Then go have
He's
dinner.
an expert with.
If I may, I always tell people that if I am propagating for good education and good mental health care, it is not for any particular party kids. It is for every single kid of our Hart School District, irrespective of their race, religion, color of skin, or whatnot. I will stand up for every single kid. I will do my best to help them out.
Yeah.
What more can you want from that?
That's
I
it,
mean,
right? End of
that sounds
commercial.
good to me.
No, but it is true. But we've become so. You and I have talked about this. We've become so polarized, partyized, whatever you want to call it. It's almost impossible to make a decision based on, based on the right person for the job is. And I could name a half a dozen people in town that do not belong to the party I belong to, but I've voted for them, I've supported them, I've endorsed them, and helped them move through because they're the right person for the job. And until we get back to that, it's going to be a constant struggle.
That is the idea. Look, people can vote for whoever they think is the right person for at the central level, at the state level, at the county level. But at the Hart School Board level, I genuinely believe that I'm the guy.
Yes, yeah, and for full transparency, I've endorsed Dr. Aakash, and I believe that he's the addition we need, and mostly because, again, we don't have somebody in that position.
Yeah, and he's deep in the trenches. He is actually every day in and day out doing this. It is his day job, so he knows what he's talking about when it comes to this. And kids these days, they are facing so many things when it comes to social media, whether it's cyberbullying, easy access to drugs with Snapchat and all that. Dr.
I'm delivered,
Aakash, he
for
already
God's
he already
sakes,
knows all of this, and so I think he would be a great candidate or a great addition to the board.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Manji.
Dr. Aakash, how do people get more information about you?
You can please check out on my website, which is draforhart.com. I'll spell it, Dr. DR A, just A, number 4, Hart, HART.com. And you can also check me on my Facebook page, which is Dr. Aakash Ahuja for Hart School Board. And I really hope that people will look into that, and hopefully they will support us and they will vote for me. And thank you.
All right. You're listening to Trending SUV here at KHTS AM 1220 FM.